Hey y'all, I'm Carolina Tony. Today the road brings me to Elkmont, Tennessee, and we are at a tiny vacation village called Daisy Town. This place is over 100 years old, and today I have my granddaughter Layton on camera.
Hey y'all.
And we are going to explore Daisy Town and the Elkmont area, and you get to come with us, but right after the station identification. Wonderland Hotel was originally built in 1912 to attract tourists to a mountain getaway, but by 1919 it had become a private members only club. The Little River Railroad, first passenger train to top Elkmont. And here are the steps that went up to the Wonderland Club Hotel. And I think this is where the Wonderland Hotel was itself. It was built around 1912. And this is what is left of a little village in Elkmont called Daisy Town. Started in the early 20th century. And it looks like someone has started back remodeling these things. These rustic cabins were built by city dwellers inspired by the Back to Nature movement. Now, I have seen videos that dub these as a ghost town, and I guess perhaps at one time it could have been a ghost town. They were abandoned, but they're in the process now of remodeling. This is a pretty neat little log cabin here. There's another little cabin. When I say little, I mean little. It's tiny. Look at this skinny door. I'm going to show you how narrow this door is. This is what you call a custom door. And this is a good sized cabin. Looks like it's probably about four rooms. Let's go check this little cabin out over here. This is a real log cabin here. Oh, cute. Have to duck my head to get in. But it's got a little fireplace. And that door is kind of cattywampus. Now, from what a ranger told me, these are all owned by the Park Service, and they are restoring these cabins, and they are going to be restored just to look at. You're not going to be able to stay here, but this will just give you an idea. In the early 20th century, folks from the city would come to spend their summer vacation here. They have actually, in this one, have put up a glass so you can actually see what the original log work looked like, with wood stuffed between the logs and then metal lath, and they would fill it with plaster to end up with this. But all these cabins were custom built. Here's a bathroom. You can't go in it, but this one actually has the bath in it. The ranger told me that the reason that they have locked the bathrooms is because people would come up here, and because even though there's facilities in there, they're not hooked up to any water or sewage. It's just so people can get a feel of what it was like 100 years ago. But there's people that will break in and go to the bathroom, just make a mess. This would have been a screened-in porch overlooking a nice little creek down below. And this would have been the kitchen. This would have been the clubhouse for all the folks coming here where they could gather. And here is a vintage photograph of the Appalachian Clubhouse. This was established in 1910 by local and regional business and civic leaders. They say this was quite a social place. And as you can see, all the folks gathered up here on this original porch. These cabins are slowly being restored to as close as original state, just so people can get an idea of what vacation was 100 years ago. Here's one we can check out. Oh, this is neat. Still has cots in it. And it's hard to tell, but the floors and these things are leaning. The ranger told me that there were numerous cabins that they've torn down that were beyond any sort of repair. And then this is one of them. You still see where the fireplace was, as well as on up ahead. And they go way on back. This would have been a really nice one. It is right on the edge of this creek, overlooking some beautiful white water. Ranger told me that there were numerous cabins that they had to tear down, that they were beyond repair. And as this is one of them, this cabin would have been really nice. You can see the front porch overlooking the little road that came up here, as well as down below you can see beautiful creek. When the Appalachian Club vacation community was started, they utilized the logging railroads to bring many visitors here by rail. Trail called the Liver River Trail was once a railroad that brought all the visitors to Elkmont. Here is one of the cabins that was on the right next to the railroad, and there's some type of event going on, so we're not going to go down any further. This cabin was originally built in 1830. It was originally alongside Jakes Creek. It's one of the oldest buildings in the region. It was used by longtime resident Levi Trenholm. It was dismantled and moved behind the Mayo cabin and remodeled to serve as a guest house in 1832. Okay, well, this is going to end our adventure here in Daisytown, Tennessee. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to share this video with your family and friends. But until next time, y'all have a good day.